Good morning again, and welcome to the United States Naval War College graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. Here's the fun part for me. Guests are asked to remain seated for the student and faculty processions. The faculty procession will be led by the Faculty Marshal, Professor Charles Charborn, and the Provost, Dr. Stephen Mariano.
Hello. All right. The 59 nations represented in the graduating class are Republic of Albania, Argentine Republic, Commonwealth of Australia, Kingdom of Bahrain, People's Republic of Bangladesh, Federative Republic of Brazil, Republic of Bulgaria, Canada, Republic of Chile, Republic of Colombia, Denmark, Republic of Ecuador, Arab Republic of Egypt, Republic of El Salvador, Republic of Estonia, French Republic, Federal Republic of Germany, Hellenic Republic, Republic of India, Republic of Indonesia, State of Israel, Italian Republic, Jamaica, Japan, Republic of Kazakhstan, Kenya, Republic of Korea, State of Kuwait, Republic of Latvia, Republic of Lebanon, Malaysia, United Mexican States, the Kingdom of Morocco, Kingdom of the Netherlands, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Kingdom of Norway, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Republic of Peru, Republic of the Philippines, Republic of Poland, Romania, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Republic of Senegal, Republic of Seychelles, Republic of Singapore, Kingdom of Spain, Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, Kingdom of Sweden, Taiwan, United Republic of Tanzania, the Kingdom of Thailand, Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Republic of Tunisia, Republic of Turkey, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, United States of America, Socialist Republic of Vietnam.
The U.S. government, armed services, agencies, and organizations represented in the graduating class are United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, United States Army, United States Air Force, United States Coast Guard, United States Space Force, United States Army National Guard, United States Air National Guard, Central Intelligence Agency, Defense Contract Management Agency, Defense Intelligence Agency, Defense Senior Leadership Development Program, Defense Threat Reduction Agency, Department of the Air Force, Department of the Army, Department of Health and Human Services, Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice, Department of the Navy, Department of State, Federal Aviation Administration, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Federal Emergency Management Agency, Federal Reserve Board, Government Accountability Office, House Appropriations Committee, House Armed Services Committee, House Committee on Energy and Commerce, House Committee on Veterans Affairs, Kennedy Maritime Analysis Center, Military Sealift Command, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, National Security Agency, Naval Air Systems Command, Naval Criminal Investigative Service, Naval Facilities Engineering Systems Command, Naval Sea Systems Command, Naval Surface Warfare Center, Naval Undersea Warfare Center, Nimitz Warfare Analysis Center, Office of Inspector General, Office of Naval Intelligence, Office of the Secretary of the Air Force, Strategic Systems Programs, U.S. Department of War, U.S. Fleet Forces Command, U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, U.S. Marshal Service, United States Coast Guard Headquarters, United States Customs and Border Protection, United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, United States House of Representatives, United States Maritime Administration, United States Public Health Service, United States Secret Service, United States Senate, United States Senate Committee on Appropriations, United States Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs, and United States Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs.
Please rise for the arrival of the official party. Honors to Admiral Daryl Caudle, Chief of Naval Operations, the national anthem, and remain standing through the invocation. Parade the colors. The national anthem will be sung by musician third class Tamara Martinez from the Navy Band Northeast.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Retire the colors. Captain Paul Tremblay, Command Chaplain, will deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. Almighty and eternal God, thank you for the words of Psalm 107. The author writes, "Those who go down to the sea in ships, who do business on great waters, they see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep. For he commands and raises a stormy wind, which lifts up the waves of the sea. They mount up to the heavens, they go down again to the depth. Their soul melts because of trouble. They reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man, and are at their wits' end. Then they cry out to the Lord in their trouble, and he brings them out of their distresses. He calms the sea so that its waves are still." Dear Lord, as these graduates from all walks of life move from their time at the Naval War College and return to the operational force and are called upon to navigate the professional and the personal storms of life connected to military service, remind them that you can calm any storm. Keep them mindful that the frightening power of evil is no match for the comforting power of faith. Keep us all mindful of your holy presence. We commend today's ceremony into your care and offer this prayer in your most holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. All military members may uncover. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the members of our official party. Captain John Parado, Chair, Joint Military Operations. Dr. Derek Reveron, Chair, National Security Affairs. Dr. Mary Beth Ulrich, Chair, Strategy and Policy. Dr. Michael O'Hara, Dean, Center for Naval Warfare Studies. Captain Justin Hartz, Deputy Dean, College of Leadership and Ethics. Rear Admiral Retired Edward Cashman, Dean, College of Maritime Operational Warfare. Dr. Sergio Costa, Dean, College of Distance Education. Professor Robert Winnig, Dean, International Programs. Dr. Doyle Hodges, Dean of Academics. Dr. Stephen Mariano, Provost. Rear Admiral Daryl L. Walker, the 59th President of the United States Naval War College, and Admiral Daryl Caudle, 34th Chief of Naval Operations. It is my honor to present our host, Rear Admiral Walker.
Thank you. Wow. Woo. This is how it was last time. I came up here and it was hot mic. Hey, first off, I would like to do, if you don't mind, I'm going to do a little audible. And I know Karen back there, my protocol officer, is like, what are you doing? I am going to do, and I asked CNO if it's okay, I'm going to do a pano photograph here. And we're going to start here, over here, and we're going to bring it around. So if somebody wants to get in double, jump around the other side and get in. That's not gay. I'll get that to George Lang. It'll be on LinkedIn here shortly. Hey, good morning to everyone, and thank you for being here today. It is a fantastic day here at the Naval War College, and I truly welcome all of you. Where our middle name is simply war, right? And we never forget it. That's the reason why this institution exists. It's a fine Navy day here, and more importantly, the weather is perfect. Little rain in the morning, but it is now nice. Many thanks to the Color Guard, the superb music played by the Navy Northeast Band. Appreciate that, under the direction of Lieutenant Garcia. You already thanked Petty Officer, 3rd Class, our newest Petty Officer, Tamara Martinez. Fantastic singing of our national anthem. And Captain Tremblay, great inspiring words and inspirational words for not only the graduates, but the all in attendance as they depart Newport. Next, hey, I know kids will cry, kids will get uncomfortable, you'll get uncomfortable. I see fans going, you get hot. If you need water, get up and get some, okay? And if you can't get up and get some, ask your neighbor to get you some water. We really don't want anybody. You can go back into the museum or over in the loose hall if you need some cold air. So please don't put yourself in extremis. And I appreciate the fire department back there in the back too. Without a doubt, this event would not happen without our superb facilities team, and it's kind of cool. We knew it when I get to see it coming out every day when they start to bring out this wonderful tent. It is absolutely fantastic, and I really am impressed with our facilities team because in a couple of few hours they'll start breaking this thing down and it'll be gone before the end of the day. The graphics that got the printouts of the program, Dean of Students, I can't thank enough, and also the Dean of Academics, Protocol, Karen and your team, our enlisted sailors, the audio visual, and I think they got the Zoom going on, so if you got that up, I believe it is being out there for the internet. And then the security team that hopefully you all got through the gate okay. I went and actually helped out one of our students, so it was pretty cool to kind of help out a graduating student. Hey, before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge a lot of folks here. Not a lot, but just some of our distinguished members and guests that, and if I miss someone, I truly am sorry, but I don't really want to take us too long. First and foremost, the 34th Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Daryl Caudle. Sir, it is truly wonderful that to host you here, and also Donna to be back here at Newport. Thank you so much. And Donna, I just want to bring it out publicly for you for seeing the issues here at Naval Station Newport, listening to some of the military members and the spouses. I truly appreciate everything you do for our sailors and our families, so thank you. Also here is the 17th Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, MCPON John Perryman. Thanks for coming up to check in on all the sailors, and if sailors got some issues, catch them after the graduation. CNO, again, thank you again for taking the time and bringing your team up here. More importantly, welcome back to Naval Station Newport and your Naval War College. And the reason why I say it is your Naval War College, because every flag officer that gets selected by the Navy comes as a touch point at his Naval War College. It's truly the institution that is the senior leadership continuum that we ensure for you, boss. I do want to welcome back home from Peru. I don't know where you are. My counterpart, Rear Admiral Luis Del Carpio from Peru. Where are you at, Luis? There you are. He's an NCC class of 2015 and the president of the Peruvian Naval War College. Thanks for being here. Major General James Benson, I see you, sir. Thanks again, Adjutant General at Delaware National Guard. Thanks for coming up, sir. Appreciate you. Rear Admiral Greg Rothrock, Superintendent of the U.S. U.S. Coast Guard, right down the street. Greg, great to see you here. You just had your graduation, the superb event down there. Thanks for being up here today. We have over 37 attachés here today, and I can't name them all, but there are several flag officers amongst them, so I truly appreciate you coming up from D.C. to support your teammates. Thanks for being here. Our three Chiefs of Naval Operations Distinguished Fellows, I'd like to acknowledge them. Rear Admiral Nirma Verma from India. Over here, thanks, right in the front. Please, you can stand up and just wave if people can see you. Rear Admiral Lars Sones, former Chief of the Navy of Norway. And Rear Admiral Luis Polar, former CNO of Peru. Hired by Admiral Caudle. Hey, the 55th President of the United States Naval War College is here. Vice Admiral retired Gardner Howe. Is Gardner here today? I think hey, I will tell you though, it's pretty cool when you can reach out as the president of the War College and go to the bullpen, and the right-hand man right there comes in and he stands in and takes care of business for the college. He is a huge supporter of the Naval War College. Obviously, Captain Henry Ronke. Henry, right, I got you right there, Henry. Our base commander, thank you, Henry. I guess you get credit for this wonderful day, and I truly appreciate the partnership that you do and your leadership here on Naval Station Newport. And oh, by the way, the back deck is open out there at the O Club, so I know the team down there look forward to seeing you all down there afterwards. Hey, the Naval War College Foundation. Truly, the Navy War College is right-hand partner in at this institution. They know our mission, and they are aligned with our mission, and they do a lot for not only our faculty, our students, but our staff and the mission support team. I truly can't thank you enough. From the chair side of the house here, Rear Admiral retired Julius J.C. Caesar. He is the vice chairman of the Board of Chairmen there. Julius, thanks you for being here, J.C. And then I would tell you, it goes without saying, my battle buddy here on the campus here, retired Captain George Lang, President and CEO of the Foundation. The Foundation is truly our symbiotic partners in this institution here. They do so much for the men and women that are aligned. And I'll just give you a good sense. So yesterday, several of the students in the audience here were awarded at a Students Awards program. We had several donors that came in and provided some donation money to the students. So you might want to check with your graduate and see if they got a little extra cash in their pocket. But I just thank the foundation for the over $24,000 that they provided to our international students, our interagency partners, and our U.S. Men and women. And then I do want to acknowledge one person here from our mission support side. He is going to retire here in August. Director of Mission Support, Mr. Rick Menard. Him and his wife, Donna, they both work here at the Naval War College. Donna is a 2015 graduate of the Naval War College. Rick, where is he at? He usually hides in the back, way in the back, but he has been here for 33 consecutive graduations, and I truly appreciate everything he has done for the team. Make sure we Okay, finally I want to thank several of our civic leaders that I see here in the audience that they take care of our men and women, whether at having events at Dunes, Caponeras, Clam Bake, local government. I thank you all for being here in the audience today. So, we good? Roger. Admirals, generals, all you honored guests and the family members here, thank you again for being here. To our provost, Dr. Stephen Mariano, deans, faculty, superb faculty over here, thank you for your continuously setting the highest standards of academic excellence that has defined this institution. The fruits of our collective labor sits right here before us. And finally, to dedicate our families and friends, and I know a lot of the family members, our local sponsors, our local family sponsors for our international students, loved ones, families that took red eyes to be here, that I talked to for the College of Distance Education last night. I thank you for your love and support and resilience in empowering these warfighters to serve our nation and their countries. Thank you for your patience in supporting them on those late nights while reading Clausewitz and writing papers on national security and joint military operations. So, with that being said, I'm truly honored to introduce our guest speaker, our 34th Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Daryl Caudle. He's a 1985 graduate of North Carolina State University. Admiral Caudle's distinguished career in the Navy started right here at Officer Candidate School across the bay. That's part of his foundry. This is the foundation of his flag officer assignments include, most recently, the commander of U.S. Fleet Forces Command, Naval Forces Northern Command, Naval Forces Strategic Command, Joint Force Maritime Component Command, U.S. Strategic Command, Commander, Submarine Forces, and Commander, Submarine Forces Atlantic. He's a warfighter, and I am truly honored to have him here at the Naval War College, an integral part of our Navy's foundry, fleet, and fight. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm welcome to the stage, Admiral Daryl Caudle, the 34th Chief of Naval Operations.
Well, good morning, everyone, and what a beautiful day it is in Newport. And, yep, go ahead, you clap for the house. It's always great when you can graduate. You know, I'm Daryl, and this is my other brother, Daryl. I mean, I had to say that. I couldn't hold back. For many of you, that makes no sense. You can Google that and understand why that may or may not be funny. But Admiral Walker, thank you for the introduction, my friend. Distinguished guests, faculty, families, and most importantly, the graduates of the Naval War College, thank you for being here today. It's an honor to stand before you at one of the most consequential institutions in our profession of arms. Today is more than a graduation ceremony. Today marks a transition from being students of strategy to practitioners of strategy. The ideas discussed in these halls now become your responsibility to execute in the real world. It's a reminder that strategic advantage does not begin with platforms or weapons alone. It begins with people. Leaders who can think clearly under pressure, assess risk, make decisions, and fight effectively in uncertainty. And it begins with relationships. The trust, understanding, and interoperability built between allies and partners long before a crisis occurs. That is the enduring value of sea power. Navies arrive without occupying. They reassure without provoking. They deter without escalating. And when necessary, they provide sovereign options from the sea that no other instrument of national power can deliver. Since 1884, the Naval War College has prepared leaders not simply to command forces, but to understand competition, deterrence, escalation, and war itself. In doing so, it has strengthened a network of allies and partners that underpins global maritime security. Rear Admiral Stephen Luce understood that military power without strategic thought is incomplete. He also understood that maritime power has always been strongest when aligned with capable allies and partners who share common interests, common values, and a commitment to stability at sea. He said, and I quote, "To be prepared for war is one of the most effectual means of preserving peace." That idea still defines this institution today, and it defines the environment you're stepping into. The graduating class reflects that reality. Today, 453 graduates complete their studies here in Newport, and among them, 97 international students representing 59 allied partner nations. That matters, because future conflict, if it comes, will not be fought alone. Deterrence is strongest when adversaries understand that our alliances are credible, integrated, and operationally capable. The relationships formed here at the Naval War College strengthen deterrence every single day, and none of that happens alone. Behind every officer graduating today are people who supported them through long hours, operational demands, deployments, and sacrifice. To the families, friends, and mentors here today, thank you. Thank you for everything you have done to help these leaders reach this moment. Your support strengthened this force more than you will ever fully realize. We are operating in the most dangerous and complex security environment that many of us have seen in our lifetimes. The PRC is pursuing the largest military buildup since the Second World War. Russia continues to challenge stability in Europe and beyond. Iran and North Korea remain persistent threats, and violent extremist organizations continue to adapt. And the character of warfare is changing faster than at any point in modern history. We are seeing the convergence of cyber, space, artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, information warfare, and long-range precision strike capabilities, all compressing decision space for commanders. In previous eras, commanders often had time to consolidate combat power, assess conditions, and adjust operations over days, if not weeks. Increasingly, that margin is disappearing. Information moves globally in seconds. Precision weapons can hold forces at risk across vast distances. Cyber attacks can disrupt logistics, communications, and decision-making before a shot is even fired. Autonomous systems are changing how mass is generated and how surveillance is conducted across the modern battle space. Artificial intelligence is accelerating the speed at both which we and our adversaries can process information and act. All of this compresses time, increases complexity, and places greater demands on leaders at every level of command. That means our advantage can no longer rely solely on mass or technology. Technology matters, of course, capacity matters, but neither replaces leadership. People remain the decisive advantage. In the future fight, the side that senses first, understands first, decides first, and acts first will possess a decisive advantage. From leaders who can think faster, adapt faster, and act faster than the adversary. That's why institutions like this matter, because warfighting is ultimately a thinking competition, and increasingly it's a coalition competition. Our ability to integrate with allies and partners across the maritime domain is a decisive strategic advantage. That interoperability is built long before conflict begins through shared education, planning, education, and trust. And in a fight against a capable adversary, there will be ambiguity, friction, disruption, and loss. The side that can absorb chaos, maintain cohesion, and continue making sound decisions will win. That requires leaders who are intellectually agile and operationally grounded. Leaders who understand not only tactics, but how tactical actions create strategic effect. That is precisely why we published the United States Navy Fighting Instructions. They are designed to connect strategy, operations, and tactics to ensure every sailor understands how their actions contribute to deterrence, competition, and if required, victory and conflict. Every deployment, every exercise, every freedom of navigation operation, every partnership engagement sends a signal. Our adversaries are watching all of it, and so are our allies, and so are the sailors and Marines we lead. That is why readiness remains our North Star. Not readiness as a slogan, real readiness, real people, ready platforms, ready payloads, ready logistics, ready command and control. Readiness is not an administrative metric. It's the homework required for combat. It's measured by whether units can deploy on time, integrate effectively, sustain operations under pressure, and accomplish the mission in contested environments. It's measured by whether commanders trust their teams and whether sailors trust one another when conditions become difficult. And it's measured by our ability to fight through disruption, not simply operate when conditions are ideal. Because in combat, no one gets perfect information. Networks will be contested, communications may fail, logistics will be strained, units will take losses, and in those moments, technology will matter, training will matter, but leadership will matter the most. Because when conditions deteriorate, people do not rise automatically to the level of our ambitions. They fall back on the standards of habits and trust built long before the crisis began. The force that continues to operate effectively under those conditions will have the advantage. Because deterrence only works if capability and capacity are visible together. And when deterrence fails, we must be ready to fight and win. That is the standard, nothing less. Let me illustrate this with an historic example that remains relevant today. During the 1995-1996 Taiwan Strait crisis, tensions escalated rapidly as China sought to intimidate Taiwan through missile tests and military demonstrations. The United States responded by deploying 2 carrier strike groups to the region. The movement of those forces was important, but the real lesson was not the ships themselves. It was the strategic thinking behind their employment. American leaders demonstrated resolve without recklessness, strength without panic, presence without unnecessary escalation. They understood that deterrence is not simply about possessing military power, it's about convincing others that you have the capacity, the capability, the credibility, and the will to employ it when necessary. Just as importantly, our allies and partners were watching. Deterrence is measured not only by what adversaries believe, but by the confidence our friends place in our judgment, our professionalism, and our commitment. The lesson remains as relevant today as it was 30 years ago. Strategic leaders must think beyond the immediate problem in front of them. They must preserve options, manage risks, maintain initiative, and create decisive advantage for our national leaders. They must understand that tactical actions often produce strategic consequences. And they must recognize that in competition and crisis alike, The objective is not merely to react to events, it's to shape them. That's what strategic leadership looks like, and that is what this institution has prepared all of you to do. As you leave Newport and move into your next assignment, you'll carry greater responsibility than you have ever before. Regardless of where you serve next, remember this: you're becoming stewards of a portion of your nation's combat power. The sailors, Marines, the platforms, the networks, and weapons entrusted to you are national assets. Your responsibility is to build them, sustain them, and ensure they're ready when called. Not just responsibility for missions, but responsibility for people. Because leadership in our profession is ultimately about trust. Trust built through competence, accountability, and through consistency under pressure. The sailors and Marines you lead do not expect perfection, but they do expect clarity, standards, and honesty. And they expect leaders who will make hard decisions when conditions are difficult and information is incomplete. That burden only grows heavier as you move higher and higher in command. You'll face moments when there is no perfect answer, moments when time is short and consequences are significant. In those moments, your preparation matters. So does your judgment and your character. Your people will look to you for clarity when situations are uncertain. They will watch how you respond to adversity, how you handle setbacks, and how you treat others when pressure increases. Leadership is revealed in those moments, not during ceremonies or inspections, but during fatigue, friction, and uncertainty. And in combat, trust becomes a combat multiplier. Units with trust move faster, they adapt faster, and they recover faster after mistakes or disruption. That trust is built long before crisis arrives. It's built through standards, accountability, and competence, and through leaders who consistently place mission and team above themselves. Because combat leadership is not built in the moment of crisis. It's built long before the crisis arrives through discipline, study, humility, repetition, and trust. One of the most important traits you will carry forward from this institution is intellectual honesty and intellectual curiosity. The willingness to challenge assumptions, to listen, and to keep learning. Curiosity is not an academic exercise, it's a warfighting imperative. The Naval War College has challenged you to think beyond your own warfare community, your own service, and even your own nation's perspectives. That matters because the operational problems you will face will demand leaders who can integrate effects across domain, across services, and allied forces. Strategic advantage increasingly depends on leaders who can build trust across organizations and coalitions just as effectively as they command within their own. The leaders who become stagnant, who assume yesterday's success guarantees tomorrow's victory, place the mission at risk. Our adversaries are adapting every single day. We must adapt faster, and that requires leaders who are never satisfied with the status quo. Leaders who can think critically, communicate clearly, and act decisively. Leaders who understand that authority is granted by rank, but credibility is earned every day. The profession you serve is demanding because the stakes are just that high. Our nation entrusts its military leaders with extraordinary responsibility. Responsibility not only for mission accomplishment, but for the lives of those entrusted to our care. That obligation should never become routine, and institutions like the Naval War College help ensure that it is not. They remind us that warfighting requires not only tactical competence, but strategic judgment, ethical leadership, and humility. Because throughout history, military failure has often come not from a lack of courage, but from the flawed assumptions, poor decisions, or the inability to adapt. That is why serious study matters. That is why professional debate matters. And that is why intellectual rigor remains essential to combat effectiveness. Graduates, the strategic environment you are entering will test the joint force in ways we cannot fully predict. But history makes one thing clear: our greatest advantage has never been geography or equipment or numbers alone. It has been the quality of our people and the strength of our leadership. That responsibility now rests with all of you. You're leaving this institution at a decisive moment for our Navy, our Marine Corps, our Joint Force, and the network of allies and partners who stand alongside us in the world. The stakes are real, the pace is accelerating, and the margin for error is shrinking, yet I remain optimistic. Not because the challenges are small, but because I've seen the caliber of leaders who stand before me today. But the advantage we hold must continue to strengthen. It is not simply technological. It is the strength of our people, the quality of our leadership, and the power of our alliances. But this profession has always demanded leaders willing to shoulder difficult responsibility in uncertain times. Now it is your turn. Keep learning. Keep sharpening your warfighting advantage. Keep building the trust and partnerships that make our forces more capable, more credible, and more lethal. Lead with clarity and courage. Stay grounded in the fundamentals of leadership and warfighting. Stay connected to the sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardmen, soldiers, airmen, and guardians you serve beside. And remember, the strategic advantage is ultimately built through disciplined people, trusted teams, and leaders prepared to make decisions under pressure. And never forget that the decisions you make, sometimes far from public view, may shape the course of deterrence, conflict, and peace for generations to come. I'll close with a quote from Alfred Thayer Mahan, and I quote, "The study of history lies at the foundation of all sound military conclusions and practice. You have been provided with a foundation, now you must put it into practice. Go forward and lead. Think critically, act decisively, build trust, prepare your forces for combat, and remember that the decisions you make tomorrow may determine whether deterrence succeeds or whether others must fight the wars we failed to prevent. The American people and our sailors deserve nothing less. Congratulations, fair winds and following seas, and thank you for your service."
Thank you, Admiral Caudle, for your remarks, and thank you for your participation in the ceremony and your support of the college. Awards will now be presented to students who have distinguished themselves through their exceptional achievement during their time in Newport. The Rear Admiral Joseph C. Strasser International Leadership Prizes recognize the international officers from the senior and intermediate class who best embraced Admiral Arleigh Burke's vision of international programs as a place for naval officers from around the world to foster trust, confidence, friendship, and international cooperation, and advance those principles among their classmates while at the U.S. Naval War College. Rear Admiral Retired Julius J.C. Caesar, Treasurer, Naval War College Foundation, will present the awards. The Rear Admiral Joseph C. Strasser, Naval Staff College International Leadership Prize winner is Commander Øyvind Laval, Royal Norwegian Navy. The Rear Admiral Joseph C. Strasser Naval Command College International Leadership Prize winner is Captain Francesco Rima, Italian Navy. Each year, the Navy League of the United States presents 2 awards, one to a graduate of the College of Naval Warfare and one to a graduate of the College of Naval Command and Staff. These awards are given in memory of Rear Admiral Stephen B. Luce and Admiral William S. Sims, respectively. Admiral Luce was the first president of the Naval War College, and Admiral Sims was president of the Naval War College at 2 points in his distinguished career. Recipients of these awards are chosen based on their outstanding achievement across a spectrum of disciplines, including academic performance, participation in Navy War College activities, participation in civic and community activities, and promotion of the armed services in the public interest. Mr. Thomas Feeney, past president, Newport County Council of the Navy League of the United States, will present the awards. The William S. Sims Award for the Distinguished Graduate of the College of Naval Command and Staff is presented to Major Eric Dayhuff, United States Air Force. The Stephen B. Luce Award for the Distinguished Graduate of the College of Naval Warfare is presented to Commander Kara Nugershell, United States Navy. Please join us again in congratulating all the award winners for their outstanding efforts. We will now begin the presentation of graduates.
Naval Command College, please rise and remain standing. Members of the College of Naval Warfare, please rise and remain standing. Naval Staff College, please rise and remain standing. Members of the College of Naval Command and Staff, please rise and remain standing. And College of Distance Education, please rise and remain standing. Admiral Walker, the deans, the department chairs, and I have had the honor to present the United States Naval War College class of 2026. They have been thoroughly examined by the faculty and approved for graduation. CNO, they're ready.
Well done. and by the authority of the Secretary of the Navy, the accreditation of New England Commission of Higher Education, and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, I confer upon you all the appropriate degrees and diplomas from the United States Naval War College with all the rights, privileges pertaining thereto. Please join me once again in congratulating the graduates of the United States Naval War College Class of 2026 and to their families.
Graduates, please be seated. Graduates will now receive their diplomas. Beyond the requirements for graduation, certain individuals have distinguished themselves through academic excellence. A diploma with highest distinction is presented to the top 5% of each graduating class. A diploma with distinction is presented to the next 15% of each graduating class. Graduates will proceed to the stage as their name is read. Please hold your applause until all names have been read so that all names and recognitions may be heard. From the College of Naval Warfare, Mr. Derek Albert, Department of State.
From the Naval Command College, Sergio Donadio.
Lieutenant Colonel Zachary Anderson, United States Air Force Reserve.
George McKee, Royal Australian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Jeremiah Beckert, Army National Guard.
Khalid Almani, Royal Bahrain Naval Force.
Lieutenant Colonel John Biscoe, United States Space Force.
Faisal Chothiri, Bangladesh Navy.
Commander Daniel Blue, United States Navy.
Georgy Petrov, Bulgarian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Adam Barassa, Air National Guard.
Douglas Layton, Royal Canadian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Branch, United States Army.
Nicolas Boissier, Chilean Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Buckingham, United States Army with distinction.
Manuel Ariza, Colombian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Oscar Cabral, Army National Guard.
Anders Beal, Royal Danish Navy.
Mr. Brian Carroll, Defense Intelligence Agency.
Juan Carlos Ibarra, Ecuadorian Navy.
Colonel Jonathan Catalano, United States Army with highest distinction.
Igor Mori, French Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Cawley, United States Army Reserve.
Karsten Schluter, German Navy.
Colonel Nagesh Chalouri, United States Army.
Yorios Kapnisis, Hellenic Navy.
Commander Richard Chernitzer, United States Navy.
Gaurav Joshi, Indian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Chin, United States Air Force.
Yano Winas, Indonesian Navy.
Mr. Warren Clare, Defense Senior Leader Development Program.
Aiden Tabib, Israeli Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Errol Colon, Army National Guard.
Francesco Rima, Italian Navy.
Colonel Ross Caniglio, United States Army.
Hiroshi Matsukawa, Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force.
Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Cosgrove, United States Air Force with distinction.
Anthony Naibe, Kenya Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Eston Davis, United States Army.
Kwan Hee Kim, Republic of Korea Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel David Devoy, Army National Guard.
Yusuf El Shadi, Kuwait Naval Force.
Mr. John Doyle, Defense Senior Leader Development Program with distinction.
Ahmad Elias Sherry, Lebanese Navy.
Mr. Philip Drury, Department of State.
Muhammad Itzmi Faisal, Royal Malaysian Navy.
Commander Sean Driscoll, United States Navy with distinction.
Victor Lozano, Mexican Navy.
Commander David Dupre, United States Navy.
Nabil Boutieb, Royal Moroccan Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Ellers, United States Force with distinction.
Jeffrey Ugwu, Nigerian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Fox, United States Army.
Asil Lunasau, Royal Norwegian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Freeman, United States Marine Corps with highest distinction.
Tayyab Wadwood Anwar, Pakistan Navy.
Colonel Jeffrey Gamble, United States Army with distinction.
Roberto Gonzalez, Peruvian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Gardner, United States Army.
Charo Talamor Española, Philippine Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel John Graves, United States Air Force with distinction.
Cesare Ganoza, Polish Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Adam Gray, United States Air Force with highest distinction.
Decibel Chobanitsa, Romanian Naval Forces.
Lieutenant Colonel April Harker, United States Air Force Reserve with distinction.
Sultan Al-Shiha, Royal Saudi Naval Force.
Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Hogan, Army National Guard.
Julio Perez, Spanish Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Brian Hull, United States Marine Corps.
Thanujaka Hemantha, Sri Lankan Navy.
Commander Anna Hook, United States Navy.
Chunin Yang, Taiwan Navy.
Ms. Tamara Houston, Defense Senior Leader Development Program.
Nadapol Hiratnapan, Royal Thai Navy.
Colonel Benjamin Ingram, United States Army.
Kais Benrima, Tunisian Navy.
Colonel Travis Eisenberg, United States Army.
Abdullah Susoy, Turkish Naval Forces.
Commander Michael Johnson, United States Navy.
Denis Ivanin, Ukrainian Navy.
Colonel Michelle Curley, United States Army.
Obaid Al-Suwadi, United Arab Emirates Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Justin Kirk, United States Marine Corps.
Scott Andrew Taylor, Royal Navy with distinction.
Lieutenant Colonel Sean Koss, United States Marine Corps.
Damon Doikos, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Colonel Timothy Crone Yeager, United States Marine Corps.
Anthony Morana, United States Navy.
Mr. Lawrence Lane, Department of State with distinction.
Mark Ross, United States Army with distinction.
Ms. Mary Elizabeth Madden, Department of State.
Chad Wharton, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Mallory, United States Army.
Vu Den Hoon, Vietnam People's Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Brian Malloy, Army National Guard.
From the Naval Staff College, Arbor Chile Albany Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Maloney, United States Marine Corps Reserve.
Cora White, Royal Australian Navy distinction.
Colonel J. Marquis, United States Army.
Omar Alawad, Royal Bahrain Naval Force.
Lieutenant Colonel Amanda Martin, United States Marine Corps.
Yahian Milky, Bangladesh Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Michael Martinez, United States Army.
Vinicius Hangel, Brazilian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Mayer, Air National Guard.
Christian Kostov, Bulgarian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Brian McCarthy, United States Marine Corps with distinction.
Francisco Torres, Colombian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Michael McDevitt, United States Army Reserve.
Ahmed Ibrahim, Egyptian Navy.
Commander Kyle McFadden, United States Navy.
Julio Villanova, Navy of El Salvador.
Colonel Nicholas Miller, United States Army.
Melis Kunch, Estonian Navy.
Mr. Eric Mims, Defense Contract Management Agency with distinction.
Rache Karagorla, Indian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Moffett, United States Air Force.
Vika Starang, Indian Coast Guard.
Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Mokris, United States Marine Corps.
Ashish Tyagi, Indian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Shigenabu Morinaga, United States Army.
Harry Julianto, Indonesian Navy.
Commander David Mundell, United States Navy.
Erwan London, Indonesian Navy.
Commander Sarah Nugershel, United States Navy with highest distinction.
Oriel Watch, Israeli Navy.
Commander Jacob Norris, United States Navy.
Davide Gallo, Italian Navy.
Commander Sean Norton, United States Navy.
Brandon Chambers, Jamaica Defense Force Air Wing.
Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Osmansky, United States Army Reserve.
Yuki Miura, Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force.
Commander Chris Poppy, United States Coast Guard.
Ravshan Dushanbayev, Kazakh Naval Forces.
Colonel Martin Peters, United States Army Reserve with distinction.
Chung-hee Bae, Republic of Korea Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Petronzio, United States Marine Corps.
Jooyoung Kim, Republic of Korea Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Sean Rafferty, United States Marine Corps.
Marzouk Mohammed, Kuwait Naval Force.
Lieutenant Colonel Jenna Rodaris, United States Air Force.
Andris Samauskas, Latvian Navy.
Commander Amy Respondek, United States Navy.
Elias Dagger, Lebanese Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Robert Ray, United States Marine Corps with highest distinction.
Muhammad Shafiq Ibrahim, Royal Malaysian Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Todd Richardson, United States Marine Corps with highest distinction.
Octavio Barocio, Mexican Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Ritzema, United States Army with distinction.
Amin Karim, Royal Moroccan Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Janice Rivera, Air National Guard.
Jelle van Doorn, Royal Netherlands Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Robinette, United States Army Reserve.
Taifa Subiri, Nigerian Navy.
Commander Sonny Rowland, United States Navy.
Christian Granruschen, Norwegian Air Force distinction.
Lieutenant Colonel Jason Sanis, United States Army Reserve.
Christine Languin, Royal Norwegian Navy.
Colonel Andrew Saylor, United States Air Force.
Oyvind Lavaux, Royal Norwegian Navy.
Commander John Schimmelman, United States Navy.
Muhammad Waqas Khan, Pakistan Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Charles Serini, United States Air Force.
Emmanuel Dangate, Philippine Coast Guard.
Mr. Lawrence Socha, Department of State.
Arthur Jefferson Layug, Philippine Navy.
Colonel Nicholas Sommerman, United States Space Force with distinction.
Dominic Kościonak, Polish Navy.
Colonel Michael Souza, United States Marine Corps.
Alexandru Vladut, Romanian Naval Forces.
Lieutenant Colonel Kurt Stahl, United States Marine Corps with distinction.
Khalid Amalki, Royal Saudi Air Force.
Colonel James Steichler, United States Air Force with distinction.
Mishari Al-Gogel, Royal Saudi Naval Force.
Mr. David Stroud, Department of State.
Bader Al-Subai, Royal Saudi Naval Force.
Colonel Sean Stroop, Air National Guard.
Mamadou Afa Diallo, Senegal Navy.
Commander Brendan Sullivan, United States Coast Guard.
Hans Rodigon, Seychelles Coast Guard.
Captain Christopher Swain, United States Navy.
Dylan Ban, Singapore Navy, highest distinction.
Lieutenant Commander Joshua Zackel, United States Navy.
Aventan, Singapore Navy, distinction.
Mr. Peter Teague, Office of the Secretary of War.
Manuel Corral, Spanish Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Rolf Tellefson, United States Air Force.
Indika Bandera, Sri Lankan Navy.
Colonel Spencer Turner, United States Air Force.
Sebastian Argenti, Swedish Marines, highest distinction.
Mr. Adam Utesh, Department of State.
Ben Leo, Taiwan Navy, distinction.
Lieutenant Colonel Justin Van Patten, United States Air Force.
Aldo Sanga, Tanzania Navy.
Miss Cindy Vasquez, Defense Intelligence Agency.
Nakareen Chandra, Royal Thai Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Vogt, United States Air Force.
Ticha Rasha Palawang, Royal Thai Navy.
Lieutenant Colonel Mark Walkowski, United States Air Force.
Danielle Castani, Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard.
Dr. Winifred Warren, Defense Senior Leader Development Program.
Ahmed Grati, Tunisian Navy.
Captain Elliot Weston, United States Navy.
Vitaly Sekur, Ukrainian Navy.
Dr. Justin White, Defense Senior Leader Development Program.
Saif Al-Riyani, United Arab Emirates Navy.
Mr. Curry Wright, Defense Senior Leader Development Program.
Jesse Bryant, United States Army.
Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Rosick, United States Marine Corps.
Nicholas Cormier, United States Marine Corps.
From the College of Naval Command and Staff, Lieutenant Commander Margaret Altus, United States Navy.
Christopher Odell, United States Air Force.
Major Scott Amarucci, United States Army.
Tyler Fenniger, United States Coast Guard.
Major Eric Ballard, United States Air Force.
Cao Huang, Vietnam People's Navy.
Major Aaron Barlow, United States Marine Corps with distinction. Major Stephen Barlow, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Commander Jonathan Berkeley, United States Navy.
From the College of Distance Education, R.B. Adali.
Lieutenant Laura Black, United States Navy.
Miss Milena Angelova, Naval Supply Systems Command.
Major Aaron Bivacqua, United States Marine Corps.
Mr. Sammy Arabogali, United States House of Representatives.
Lieutenant Commander Samuel Bowen, United States Navy.
Mr. Joseph Ballard, the White House.
Major Nicholas Brock, United States Army.
Mr. William Bernath, Defense Threat Reduction Agency. with
Major
highest
Julie Brooks,
distinction.
United States Army.
Miss Ariana Bomani, United States House of Representatives.
Major Joshua Burris, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Commander Gary Powers, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Christina Caracosa, United States Navy.
Captain Christopher Burkhardt, United States Marine Corps, with distinctions.
Major Aaron Carpenter, United States Army.
Commander Nicholas Cade, United States Navy Reserve.
Major Cesar Castellanos, United States Army.
Commander Jonathan Calhoun, United States Navy Reserve.
Major John Chapman, United States Army.
Mr. Michael Calistro, Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Lieutenant Commander Paul Chapman, United States Navy.
Mr. William Cantrell, United States House of Representatives.
Major Chris Chua, United States Air Force.
Mr. Raffaello Caron, United States House of Representatives.
Major Aaron Kaufman, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Heather Cherez, United States Navy Reserve.
Lieutenant Commander Michael Collins, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Commander William Chang, U.S. Public Health Service.
Major Daniel Coleman, United States Army Reserve.
Lieutenant Lisa Charnoque, United States Navy.
Major William Corshane, Army National Guard.
Mr. Anthony Colello, Department of Treasury.
Major Stephanie Coward, United States Space Force.
Mr. Davis Conger, United States Senate.
Ms. Megan Crane, Department of State.
Ms. Katie Conley, United States Senate.
Major Brant Cross, United States Army.
Lieutenant Commander Nicole Corbett, U.S. Coast Guard.
Major Jack Crowley, United States Army.
Lieutenant Commander Philip Criswell, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Mr. Michael Dahl, Department of State.
Ms. Amanda David, Defense Intelligence Agency, with distinction.
Major Eric Dayhuff, United States Air Force with highest distinction.
Ms. Christy DePriest, Naval Air Systems Command.
Major Connor Degnan, United States Marine Corps with distinction.
Lieutenant Colonel John Dildy, U.S. Army, National Guard.
Major Leah Degnan, United States Marine Corps.
Mr. Victor DeSanto, Naval Air Systems Command.
Commander James DePasquale, United States Navy. Sorry.
Mr. Matthew Douglin, U.S. House of Representatives.
Lieutenant David Dobrik, United States Navy.
Ms. Sierra Ferreira, Naval Undersea Warfare Center.
Major Caleb Dutton, United States Army.
Ms. Catherine Fletcher, Department of Treasury.
Major Stuart Disnowski, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Peter Gelsthorpe, U.S. Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Thomas Esposito, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Andrew Giannani, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Mr. Davin Fisher, Department of State.
Lieutenant Gloria Giannani, U.S. U.S. Navy.
Major Kyle Flitton, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Commander Nicholas Grant, U.S. Navy.
Mr. John French, Military Sealift Command.
Lieutenant Commander Larry Green, U.S. Navy.
Major Daniel Freimeyer, United States Air Force with highest distinction.
Mr. Ryan Heck, Office of Naval Intelligence.
Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Funkhauser, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Caroline Hoffman, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Major Nathan Gapp, United States Space Force.
Miss Madeline Holzman, U.S. Senate.
Major Josue Garcia, United States Air Force with distinction.
Lieutenant Commander Joseph Horton, U.S. Navy with highest distinction.
Major Alexander Gaston, United States Marine Corps.
Mr. Marcos Ibarra, U.S. Senate.
Lieutenant Stephen Gimmel, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Commander John Kaminsky, U.S. Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Edward George, United States Navy.
Major Kyle Key, U.S. Army National Guard.
Lieutenant Commander Braxton Godfrey, United States Navy with distinction.
Mr. Darren Kennard, U.S. Senate.
Lieutenant Commander Zachary Goodrich, United States Navy Reserve.
Ms. Amelia Colby, Government Accountability Office.
Lieutenant John Gossett, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Kenneth Larson, U.S. Navy.
Major Dylan Grandin, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Joseph Lee, U.S. Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Shalita Green, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Eric Lewis, U.S. Navy.
Major Clayton Gruber, United States Marine Corps with distinction.
Ms. Claire Liu, Government Accountability Office.
Major Shanice Gully, United States Army.
Mr. Samuel Luna, U.S. House of Representatives.
Lieutenant Commander Jack Guchelog, United States Navy.
Ms. Laura Lundy, U.S. Senate.
Lieutenant Commander Brian Haggerty, United States Coast Guard.
Mr. Jonathan Meeks, Fleet Forces Command.
Major Hannah Hanley, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Bridget Melly, U.S. Navy.
Major Samuel Harding, United States Army.
Mr. Gil Messler, Defense Security Cooperation Agency.
Lieutenant Commander Anthony Harris, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Richard Moore, U.S. Coast Guard.
Major Sean Hartzell, United States Army.
Ms. Elizabeth Mount, Office of the National Cyber Director.
Major Kenneth Hicks, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Brandon Mueller, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Lieutenant Commander John Horn, United States Navy with highest distinction.
Ms. Brianna Nagel, U.S. House of Representatives.
Major Mary House, United States Army.
Mr. David Noah Lard, Headquarters, U.S. Coast Guard.
Mr. Reed Howell, Department of State.
Mr. Kyle Olson, Customs and Border Protection.
Ms. Andrea Houston, Department of State.
Ms. Caitlin Peterson, U.S. Senate.
Major Samuel Ignacio, Army National Guard.
Ms. Shalon Phillips, Strategic Systems Program.
Major Robert Irby, United States Space Force.
Mr. Max Price, U.S. House of Representatives.
Lieutenant Commander John Jackson, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Rachel Rodwin, U.S. Navy.
Major Jamie Jaquez, United States Army.
Mrs. Pravina Rataski, Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Major Matthew Gerald, United States Marine Corps Reserve.
Commander Fernando Rivero, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Lieutenant Commander Lisa Young, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Commander Pablo Rodriguez, U.S. Navy.
Major Anthony Johnson, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Christina Sanselt, U.S. Coast Guard.
Mr. Douglas Johnson, Department of State with distinction.
Ms. Alexandra Sanfilippo, Department of War.
Major Anna Jones, United States Army with distinction.
Ms. Catherine Snyder, U.S. House of Representatives.
Ms. Osgay Jones, Defense Intelligence Agency.
Lieutenant James Schaefer, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Lieutenant Commander Michael Knox, United States Navy.
Lieutenant Kenneth Shim, U.S. Navy.
Major Seth Larimore, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Commander Kyle Smith, U.S. Coast Guard.
Major William Leach, United States Air Force.
Ms. Madison Sparber, U.S. Senate.
Major Kenneth Lee, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Taylor Sulik, U.S. Coast Guard.
Major Corey Letterly, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Commander Andrew Taylor, U.S. Coast Guard.
Major Brandon Lieber, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Commander Mary Catherine Taylor, U.S. Navy.
Major Nicholas Linville, United States Air Force.
Lieutenant Commander Jacob Thayer, U.S. Coast Guard Reserve with distinction.
Major Lorenzo Laurenti, United States Army with distinction.
Lieutenant Nicholas Tiley, U.S. Navy.
Lieutenant Commander William Loera, United States Navy.
Captain Susan Valentine, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Mr. Brian Lomax, Department of State.
Ms. Kelsey Wall, U.S. House of Representatives.
Major Sarah Long, United States Army with distinction. Lieutenant Commander Henry Mangold, United States Navy.
Mr. Cordell Walters, U.S. House of Representatives.
Major Christian Maris, United States Army with highest distinction.
Lieutenant Alan Wang, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Major Austin McCall, United States Air Force.
Commander Brenda Way, U.S. Navy Reserve.
Major Ryan McDaniel, United States Air Force with distinction.
Mrs. Caitlin Wolf, Department of State.
Major Andrew McDougall, United States Marine Corps.
Mr. Jackson Woolridge, Headquarters, U.S. Coast Guard.
Major Keith Means, United States Marine Corps.
Lieutenant Brandon Yip, U.S. Navy, with distinction.
Lieutenant Commander Luke Millen, United States Navy.
And finally, Ms. Carla Ziperi, U.S. House of Representatives, with distinction.
Mr. Adnan Mirza, Department of State. Major Eugene Melisso, United States Army. Major John Morgan, United States Marine Corps Reserve. Lieutenant Commander Tyler Nimick, United States Navy. Major Gillen Pappenfus, United States Army National Guard with distinction. Major Andrew Parker, United States Army. Major Nadia Pasetta, United States Army. Major Kyle Payton, United States Air Force. Major Daniel Phillips, United States Marine Corps with distinction. Major Meredith Pirro, United States Army. Lieutenant Commander Jonathan Reyes, United States Navy. Mr. David Reynolds, Department of State. Major Taylor Richard, United States Army with distinction. Lieutenant Commander Christopher Risman, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Brittany Sanders, United States Navy. Major John Sanko, United States Marine Corps with distinction. Major Alexander Scheidel, U.S. Air Force. Major Daniel Schoen, United States Army with highest distinction. Major Adam Scott, United States Army. Lieutenant Commander Holden Shalov, United States Navy. Major Joel Sharp, United States Marine Corps. Major Emily Smith, United States Air Force. Major Alexander Spook, United States Army. Mr. Walter Staniszewski, Defense Contract Management Agency. Lieutenant Commander James Steele, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Brandon Strickland, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander John Sturgill, United States Navy. Major Jeffrey Sugg, United States Marine Corps. Major Benjamin Sutphin, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Commander Nicholas Zapanos, United States Navy with distinction. Major Zachary Teague, United States Air Force. Lieutenant Commander Casey Trop, United States Navy. Commander Andrew Tai, United States Navy. Major Daniel Uresti, United States Air Force. Major Jeffrey Van Overbeck, Department of State. Major Jay Walker, United States Marine Corps. Lieutenant Veronica Walker, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Patrick Waller, United States Navy. Major Stephen Walton, United States Army. Major Nicole Warren, United States Air Force. Major John Weidinger, United States Army with high distinction. Major Michael Weiss, United States Army with distinction. Mr. Jared Winninger, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. Major Philip West, Air National Guard. Ms. Megan White, Department of State. Ms. Lisa Wilkinson, Department of State with distinction. Lieutenant Commander Eric Williams, United States Navy with distinction. Lieutenant Commander Jeremy Winslow, United States Navy. Lieutenant Jason Wolberg, United States Navy. Lieutenant Commander Brian Yee, United States Navy. And Ms. Abigail Yoakum, Department of State. Admiral Walker will now deliver his closing remarks.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Wow, fantastic. All right, I'm going to bring it back. How about another round of applause for our newest graduates? Wow. CNO, thank you, sir, for the valuable insights and to the graduates and to us all. I was so motivated, I'm like, hey, let's start this whole career over, Lauren. Let me go back to sea. And I will go today, sir, if you let me. Hey, congratulations to our graduates of the United States Naval War College. You are now alumnus of a, quote, place of original research on all questions related to war and the statesmanship of war, connected with war, or the prevention of war. Who was first described by our founder, Rear Admiral Stephen B. Luce. For the last year, you all have been a part of this college's great mission, war, committed to furthering your education to fight and win the nation's wars. And throughout the year, this class has demonstrated the exact tenacity and resilience necessary to return to the fleet and the forces better equipped. When confronted with the uncertainty of a government shutdown and the unprecedented challenges of a 50-year snow blizzard here, 3+ feet of snow, yeah, we all earned the rights to the golden snow shovel. This class bent, but it did not break. And now you return to your operational commands, better educated, critical thinkers that will help you in your leadership positions to outdecide our adversaries, as the CNO stated, in a moment's notice and win. But as you leave Newport, there are numerous memories from your time here, and I'll cover a few. New births of child. His wife, Colonel Chris Chen, and his wife Megan take the prize for the last baby born to this class of 2026. 30 May, unless there was one born today. And it's only fitting that her name is Grace. Or was it stuffing our faces at cuisine nights with families and friends and our sponsors, enjoying the food from around the world? Or Mark Ross's superb barbecue? Winnie, the cruise director of the class, always ensuring that the Geo Bachelor teams were never forgotten. Or maybe Youssef from Kuwait, running across America in his Naval War College t-shirt, or shirtless, and winning several races. Tyler, the U.S. Coast Guard, and Saif of the United Arab Emirates. They are stepbrothers, and Tyler's kid loves Saif. He's the chicken nugget man, and I heard he took chicken nuggets last night to the kids. Also, we got the first, I don't know if it's the actual first, so our archivist will tell me. We got our first ambassador that was nominated to the Republic of Ghana. Larry, stand up. Ambassador. Suka. Gambia. My apologies. We're all coming your way, sir. We're finally finding a special person that you'll take back home with you to Italy, like Francisco and Kristen, who met on a sailing racing team, the Vento Solar, here in Newport. Kristen recently moved out of her house, packed all of her belongings, and is leaving with Francisco back to Italy. And she wrote him a note, and I quote, "I know we will have some challenges ahead, but with you, I know we can do anything," end quote. By the way, Francesco, the stage is right behind us if you want to have that biggest wedding party family here in Newport. I'm sure Chaps would be happy to officiate. Sorry, not sorry. So to those who were just a few so many memories over the past year, and there are many more, but more importantly, you built relationships that are forever long-lasting. Whether you meet here again on the land, air, or sea, you all are truly connected. You all have been provided with a new set of tools from this fantastic faculty and each other that are freshly honed to be able to anticipate and prepare for the future. I implore you to to act and operate differently as you have over the last year as you return to the dynamic environment where you need to be able to think and operate decisively and defeat our enemies. My charge to you as you return to operational positions throughout the world and pack your education, your experience, and your relationships into your sea bag or rucksack. You must continue to invest in your personal and your professional development for yourself and, more importantly, for those you lead. Do not be content to be comfortable in your area of expertise. I thank Professor Paul Smith for providing me with a quote with the assistance of Stacy Perillo, our archivist. And it's from the Naval War College President, Vice Admiral Connolly's 1953 address to the students. And I quote, "It is my fervent hope that all of you will leave here will find that the War College has done something for you." He goes on to say that War College needs your backing, your constant interest, and the benefit of your ideas that it can continue to be vital and effective. I too wish that for you to do that too as I retire. Graduates, you are now members of the United States Naval War College Alumni Association, an organization that dates back to 141 years. And as I welcome you into the alumni community, I encourage you to stay connected and be engaged, and to continue to conduct outreach and engagements with your teammates, with the Navy, the Joint Force, the interagency, and our international partners, and especially this faculty. Finally, to all of our families and friends that are here today, I thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here, for being the pillar of your graduate strength, and for taking the time to share this momentous occasion with them. Remember, this is your college too, in your home. All right, graduates, Bravo Zulu, again, congratulations on a job well done to you all. Thank you.
As part of a time-honored tradition at the U.S. Naval War College, we will sing the service songs of our nation's armed forces. We ask that each military and civilian service member, veterans, and family members please stand as their service song is played, and then to please remain standing until the completion of all service songs. Colonel Matthew Nischwitz, Senior Army Advisor, and all Army veterans, staff, faculty, students, and their families, please rise. Colonel Zachary Schmidt, Senior Marine Corps Representative, and all Marine Corps veterans, staff, faculty, students, and their families, please rise. Colonel Elizabeth Hanson, Senior Air Force Advisor, and all Air Force veterans, staff, faculty, students, and their families, please rise. U.S. Space Force veterans, staff, faculty, students, and their families, please rise. Captain John McTamney, Senior Coast Guard Advisor, and all Coast Guard veteran staff, faculty, students, and their families, please rise. Admiral Caudle, Admiral Walker, and all Navy veteran staff, faculty, students, and their families, please rise. If you are not already standing, please rise for the benediction and departure of the official party.
Well, that'll be easy to pray behind. Let us pray. James 3:13 speaks to the appropriate integration of knowledge. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. Almighty and eternal God, above all the professional accolades and achievements these students have earned, beyond intellect, understanding, and insight, may they lead with wisdom. In addition to being better warfighters, may their experience, learning, and development from their time at the Naval War College make them better parents, better spouses, better friends, better citizens, and fantastic human beings. As wise and understanding leaders, let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that only comes from wisdom. And now, Almighty God, bless our graduates and their families with traveling mercies as they move to the next assignments and continue in service to country. Amen.
All military personnel, please cover. This concludes today's ceremony. We thank you for joining us. Grab yourself some water. Safe travels to everyone. Thank you. It is.